verdict is in the rap murder trial of Billy Adams. The jury found him not guilty of killing two men. Billy Adams says he feared for his life when he pulled the trigger. The prosecution and his lawyers had one last chance to sway the jury during closing arguments. Investigators say Adams planned the execution of Daniel Thompson and Trayvon Albury in a recording studio 2 years ago. But Adams claims the two men planned to rob him and the studio owner. He says when one victim pulled out a gun, he took action and defended himself, and the jury believed him. Just a few minutes ago, they handed down their decision.
We, the jury, find as follows: to count two of the charge of murder in the first degree, Trayvon Albury. The defendant is not guilty. Is this your true and correct verdict?
See that sigh of relief there. The jury also found Adams not guilty in the murder of Daniel Thompson. He was also acquitted of armed burglary. Adams looked relieved, but he stayed composed during the verdict. He is now a free man.
What's up, YouTube? It's Jay Coffee on the vid. Back with another one. Make sure to hit them buttons and join the discussion in the comments. As always, we have quite the shocking hip-hop / crime news here. Absolutely wild. I actually saw 1090 Jake a couple days ago, sharing via social network that people wanted him to report on this, but he don't got his PC, I guess, so he couldn't do it. Comment what your thoughts about, the PC and all that. But you saw it. Billy Adams, 25-year-old young man in Tampa, Florida, aspiring rapper. And I gotta say, pretty good music from what I saw, and decent numbers on the gram, 30,000 followers, 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, videos, well into the hundreds of thousands of views, and good stuff for the most part. If you've heard it, let me know what you think of it. If not, go check it out. But he beat two bodies, right? Self-defense. Said he was in the studio. Two guys pulled up, tried to rob him. He had to do what he had to do and stand his ground as you can in the state of Florida, and killed them, and the jury acquitted him. They said it was self-defense. So you would think, hey, this guy has a whole new lease on life. He's going to touch down, walk the straight, narrow life, and, just push on with his rap career and his life. And I got to point out as well, if you pay attention to all the images and whatnot on the screen, in one of his album or mixtape artwork over there on Apple Music, and he goes by Ace NH. When it comes to the rapping, you see right in the artwork though, it's like rapper beats a double homicide, so he's trying to push that image heavily. I beat a body, I got music, I'm gonna blow up. Well, his time home didn't carry on too long at all.
All right, good afternoon, everybody. I'm Judge Taylor, and I'm covering the case of Billy Bennett Adams this afternoon. The state has filed a motion for pretrial detention, which my understanding is that the defense does not contest. Is that correct?
We're not contesting it, no.
Okay, so just so the record's clear, I will find that the defendant does pose a threat of harm to the community because of what the defendant is currently charged with. And I also find that there's no conditions of release that are reasonably sufficient to protect the community from the risk of physical harm to persons. Is there anything else I need to add?
No, not right now.
Okay. All right. So, Mr. Adams, you will be held without bond on these two counts, and not sure what's going to happen afterwards. But as of today, it's no bond on these two counts. And so now we're going to go forward on the defendant's motion for protective order.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. It's your motion. You may proceed.
I'd like to just hand two cases to the court, state if I may.
First case will be Billy Adams.
Tampa rapper Billy Adams is back in familiar surroundings. In a red jail uniform facing murder charges, Adams went before a Tampa judge Thursday morning. He wants out of jail, but prosecutors will fight it.
We are asking for a hearing date Monday.
On January 30th, Adams is accused of shooting and killing his pregnant girlfriend, Ilana Sims. She was lured to a new Tampa neighborhood by Adams. Investigators say he told her they were headed to a party to celebrate his acquittal on 2 previous murder charges. Police say he shot her in front of her 2-year-old son.
He did not want to be in her life anymore and was not ready to, have a child.
And new court documents reveal a possible love triangle between Adams, Sims, and another woman he was dating. A day before the murders, Adams exchanges text messages with the other woman, who is troubled by Sims' pregnancy. But Adams reassures her that he wants to have a life and that she, meaning Sims, wouldn't be included. Texting, quote, "Tomorrow, this S done." The woman responds, "This ain't the way, baby." Records also show once investigators cornered Adams on overwhelming evidence against him, he changed his story and claimed it was self-defense, that Sims pulled a gun on him. He wrestled it away and shot her. Last time he used that defense, it worked.
The defendant is not guilty.
Adams was acquitted of killing 2 men in a recording studio 2 years ago. He walked out of court a free man, but investigators say he also wanted his freedom from fatherhood, so he callously ended 2 lives.
Back in custody, charged with yet again another homicide. Just touched down from beating 2 murders, self-defense. And he has been charged with killing his pregnant girlfriend, baby mom. You heard some of the details there, reportedly, allegedly, authorities believe that he was in a love triangle, if you will. He had a girl, that it seems maybe was more his serious girlfriend. And then this other young woman, rest in peace to her, thoughts out to her family, Elena Sims, 22 years old, killed right next to her SUV with her young child fast asleep in the car. This is absolutely bonkers, cold-blooded stuff, as the authorities say that they have text message evidence, that he had this woman that he allegedly killed pregnant, and the other woman, again, who it seems that I guess he was more concerned with being with her, or maybe he just didn't want to, as they've been stating, be a father. You know what I mean? He's trying to blow up in the rap game. It almost, you guys remember Ray Caruth? Almost sounds like a Ray Caruth type motive, Ray Caruth had signed multi-million-dollar contract and didn't want to pay child support. This guy, I guess, just didn't want to be a father. He wanted to focus on his hip-hop career. I don't know, his street career, whatever it may be. They say that this text message evidence indicates that he hit her up and said, "Hey, babe, I just touched down, beat them bodies," which reportedly this young woman who has been killed was on social media bragging, "My baby daddy or my boyfriend or whatever just beat 2 bodies." That was her man, and she was proud that he beat them cases and came home, only for her to meet with him to go party and celebrate and be murdered with her young child in the car. Absolutely crazy. Again, we know how it goes, innocent until proven guilty, but can y'all picture that? You just come home, you're 22 years old, you listen to the guy's music and you see what he's doing as far as trying to push on. Like I said, he did pretty good music. He's trying to push the marketing. I beat 2 bodies or whatever, dedicated to his craft, if you will. And allegedly, if these allegations are indeed true, comes right home from beating 2 murders to kill a woman in cold blood. It's just mind-blowing. And I swear, I don't know what it is down there in Florida. We know the craziest ish happens in Florida. And, in drill rappers and whatnot, as we know, drill music, there's a lot of violence that goes on in the streets. Individuals dissing each other on tracks, shooting each other, or shooting each other and rapping about it on tracks. It really seems like Florida has had a lot of wild ish going on in the drill rap world. But it's just insane to think, that someone in their mind who seems like a fairly intelligent guy is just like, "Yo, this is what I gotta do. this is the move I gotta make. I gotta go kill my pregnant BM because I don't want to be a dad yet. It's absolutely insane. I'd say, if these allegations are indeed true, this guy is like a sociopath or something, man. I swear, this young generation scares the fuck out of me, especially out there in Florida, man. Florida, period, is just kind of crazy. Everyone's got guns and just can't wait to use them and try to claim the stand your ground law. Now, speaking of the stand your ground law, you guys saw the different clips and whatnot, him in court, and just like in that double homicide that he beat, where he said, hey, they pulled up to the studio strapped trying to kill me. I had to defend myself. That's what he's claiming in this, new case that he has, that she pulled the gun on him. He had to wrestle it out of her hands and shoot her. I don't know. I mean, we got a long way to go in the court process, and I'll definitely try to bring you guys updates, but I just don't think it's looking too good for him. As you also heard, allegedly, when it comes to the evidence, text messages, they have him talking with the other woman where, like speaking about breaking it off, and this isn't the way. I don't know. It's some fucking scary-ish. Who does this, right? Comes home. Who just kills their BM, period, but does it after beating 2 murders. I don't even know that I've ever heard a story like this, even with the ludicrous things we hear in the blogosphere all the time. He is currently, sitting in jail without bail. Like, do you really, you heard the judge talking about, you're a reasonable threat to the community, etc. Yeah, I mean, it's like, damn, you just keep getting caught in situations where you have to kill people to defend your life. I actually knew someone who they weren't doing it with homicides, but they shot 2 different individuals and claimed self-defense. And on both cases, or I think one, they walked free, and on the other one, they were able to get a really good plea bargain and just come home in like a year and a half or something like that. But I don't know. I don't think that Billy Adams, aka Ace NH, is going to fare that well, because if you ask me, this case is looking pretty strong against him. But hey, this is just preliminary stuff we're hearing. The news is trying to, in the court proceedings, they were trying to push for a gag order. I guess Fox News put out some kind of article. Leave it up to Fox News to fuck ish up, right? They put out some kind of news article with inaccurate or speculative information. But man, what a shocking story. So jump in the comments, share your thoughts. Again, we'll try to keep you updated on this story. Billy Adams, Ace NH, right back in jail. Have you ever heard anything like this before? Let me know in the comments. Let me know if you've heard of his music, if you knew of him as a rapper prior to this. Like I said, this dude has it right on his artwork. Rapper beats 2 murders and, I don't know, right back in jail. Only in Florida, right? Thanks for watching. Sub up. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.